everyone, it's Lolly again. I was at Michael's yesterday and they have their Hot Buy card and envelope sets. There's 80 sets in here and they were 70% off. Normally they are $20, so it came down to about $6 for this set. I noticed the nice spring colors here. I was thinking Easter and figured there has to be a way to make a flip book out of some of these cards. So I chose 3 colors that I thought worked well together, and then I took one of them and on the fold side I cut ½ an inch off, so it looks like this now. So there's the fold. I cut the fold off, which is a hinge now, and I have 2 flips. So on these flips, let me get my scoreboard out. I just want to score a hinge on them as well. So let's see, it's about 5½. I'm just going to score that at 5, and the other one at 5 as well. It doesn't really matter specifically how much you score that, as long as you have a hinge here to attach it to the inside of one of your pages. There we go. And that's all we need that for. Okay, so we have 2 cards here. I'm going to open them up, and I'm going to end up folding them the opposite way from the way they come in the box. Okay, I have noticed that wet glue, I don't know what it is about this, it's like a linen paper, but the wet glue doesn't seem to work too well on it, and I really had to put a lot of pressure to get it and hold it for a long time. So I'm going to stick with my tape runner here, and I'm going to lay one of these ends in there. I don't want to put it all the way on the crease, just a little bit set back from it. Well, that's already sticking, so we're stuck with it. Literally stuck with it. Kind of rub off the excess tape in there and do the other side as well. And I got that stuck. Okay, and run this one through as well. Set that in there. You only get one chance to get this in there right. Okay, I usually run my finger along there and rub up the extra tape that's sticking in there. If you have, from not lining your paper up correctly, if you have any extras, just trim it off on the ends here. Okay, so now we have this, but you'll notice it doesn't, a lot of times when you, because these are the same size here and here, when you fold them in, sometimes it doesn't shut well, so you can trim off a little excess on these edges right here if you would like. So here's what we have now. There's our, it's kind of like a book here. There's our outside spine. You can cover it with washi if you want, but it's pretty the way it is. And what we're going to do with these is put them in here as flips. And you can do it this way if you want for variety. So I'm going to use this. Let's do one from the bottom and one from the top. I think that'll make some variety here. Oops, I missed that edge right there. Okay. Let's get back on camera. And there. So now we have a flip up. Oops, excuse me, a little tape there. And a flip down. And if you don't like, excuse me, the problem with using tape, you get stuck. If you don't like these white hinges here, you can always cover that with washi, but I would use this to reinforce the washi. Like I said, this this linen surface is really strange for getting adhesive to stick to it. Now we have all these envelopes too. Now in my last Easter flip book, what I did was I just folded this back, glued this entire flap, and glued it down onto a page in my flip book. And so then it would open like this. But you can see that the envelope's bigger than this card, so it's not going to work in this. But I will, however, cut it in half. I'm going to cut it right down the middle here. They're sort of flimsy envelopes. If you want to make your own envelopes, that would be really cute too. So now I have 2 little pockets that open from the side, but I see it's got this little lip here that I don't like, so I'm going to trim that off on both of these. There. And I just measured out some paper ahead of time to see about what size I would like that to be. I'm going to mark where I need to cut in order to remove this little edge right there to make it match the shape of the envelope. Trim that off. Okay, that looks about right. I think I will use the liquid glue for this. I like the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. Okay. Alright, now, and so we would adhere the flap down in our flip book, but I don't really care for the shape of this flap, so I'm going to trim that down as well. And where did my tape glider go? Alrighty. Now, of course, you can stick this wherever you want it in here. I'm going to put it toward the top. There we go. So we have this little pocket right there. Flips up. Again, you can cover that with washi or decorative paper. Actually, you can cover the whole thing with decorative paper right there and cover it up. We have another one of these, so we could do the same thing with that. I don't have any paper pre-cut, so I'm going to spare you from waiting until I cut paper. I'm just going to go ahead and attach this, and I'll put the decorative paper on it later. And put this one right here. There you go. So just out of 3 cards and 1 envelope, we have a flip book right here. And so what I would do is to decorate the cover and these with some decorative paper. And you can do the back if you would like. I have one that I've been working on here. So I've got that. There's the 2 insides. You see I just put decorative paper there, and I left a border of the white linen around there. I thought it was pretty. And there you go. All of mine flipped the same way on this one. Anyway, it was a really good project, and I feel like for 3 cards out of that, so 80 sets of these divided by 3 cards for each set, you can get a lot of flip books out of here for $6. So I hope you have fun with that. Leave me some comments and let me know what you think and if you're willing to try this. And if you don't have Michael's and can't get these cards, any set of boxed cards is going to work, or make your own cards and envelopes. Thank you so much for watching.